I don't want to see white people. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Hello.
Oh, shit. Cold opening.
Cold
Hi.
opening.
Hello. Welcome to Main Screen Gaming, where
Yes.
we react now to shit.
So, we are both huge fans of Pokemon on this channel.
One more so than the other,
Yes, me very much so.
and me somewhat so.
But so the first Sword and Shield Pokemon Direct came out today, and we both watched it live, I think. Did you
Yeah,
watch it
no,
live?
I sat in my truck before school and watched 15 minutes of Pokemon, and I was not regretting a single bit of that going into class a little bit late.
Were you actually?
2 minutes late, but nothing big. Teacher wasn't even there yet, so I got
Yep.
away with it. Scot-free.
That sticks. Alright, so we're just going to go over our initial impressions, kind of go over what we feel about certain things, and see how things kind of go. I have everything kind of just jotted down.
Yeah, he's
Here
got a
on my
whole
iPad.
thing there just in case we forget something, which we will.
Yep.
And even with that, we will still forget stuff.
So, I don't like this first thing being first, so we'll come back to it.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. It's fucking editor-in-chief over here.
So, we'll start with the new Pokemon revealed.
Okay. I like 2 of them. Actually, no, I like 3 of them. I like 3.
And so, it doesn't have the list, so we have it right.
Well, that's okay. I can tell you 3 out of the 5 that we really saw. And,
Well, we saw all of them. We saw all 5 of these.
yeah, but 3 out of the 5 that I liked.
So, let's just go in this order, starting with Corviknight, who will show up on the screen now.
Corviknight is the most wonderful thing, and I was really hoping that this was going to be a Skarmory evolution. It is not, as far as I know.
There are a few Pokemon here, Corviknight being one of them, where it doesn't look like it's typing to me.
What, the Steel Flying? No, I totally see it. I really do.
I expected a Dark Flying out of this, but what I do, in my opinion, about this is I like I like it more than its Ravencrow counterpart in Murkrow and Honchkrow.
Yeah, I do. I prefer
And
this
I
over
like it more
Murkrow.
than the other Pokemon of its typing, Skarmory. This, to me, is almost a lock for me.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely using one during a Sword and Shield run. My thing, though, I would have really liked to have seen this been like, you know, like the Alolan versions of like.
Would you like this to be like a Alolan Skarmory?
I kind of would have liked this to have been like Galar Skarmory, like, you know, hey, this is just what we have. But I do like the representation with it, where it's also a fast travel method for the people of the Galar region. That's really cool.
Yeah, but it's also like a different fast travel method.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to catch one to be able to fast travel around.
Right, it's a taxi
It's just kind of in
service.
the world, which is nice, and it's a little different from what we've seen with like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and Sun and Moon, where you just had the what was it, Charizard that would fly you around everywhere.
Yeah, you had like the little beeper, like the fucking pager or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah,
you get all the different little
yeah.
swimsuits and flying suits, and you could hop onto your trained Pokemon.
Yep.
That was stupid.
So then we have is that Gossifleur and Eldegoss?
Yeah, Gossifleur and Eldegoss. I'm not going to be able to say their names, and it's a good thing because I hate these 2 fucking Pokemon so goddamn much.
They are interesting, and it very much seems like Eldegoss is going to be the what's the term? I had it. The ace in the hole Pokemon for that gym.
Yeah, for Milo, for his first
for
gym.
Milo, who we'll talk about later. But like I put this comparison when I was thinking about it in my head. Eldegoss sort of reminds me of like when you fought Gardenia in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, where she just had like a level 22 Roserade for no reason.
Yeah.
And I did actually see screenshots of people fighting Milo and Eldegoss being there, and it's just like it's level 19. And I'm like, this Pokemon does not look like it evolves at like before level 19.
Honestly, it could easily just be one of those things where it's like, oh, it gets to 14 and it has an evolution.
Or it gets like 18 or something.
Yeah. It would also not surprise me if there was a 3rd evolution for this Pokemon.
That's fair.
It doesn't...
Or it just is just a giant cotton ball.
Yeah, or like, you know, it releases the spores or whatever. It's got a different form. I definitely see Eldegoss as a, you know, 2nd evolution. I don't see it as the final form, though. So, I just think that we didn't get revealed of that just yet.
Yeah.
But, you know what we did see that I absolutely fucking love?
Do you love Wooloo?
Wooloo! fucking Lou.
I get why people like Wooloo. I'm not completely sold on Wooloo.
It is just a giant fluff.
Yeah, he's a floof. But the thing about Wooloo for me is there are rarely ever pure normal types that I love.
Sure.
And that's I mean, it stands to reason here that Wooloo's just not that for me. I don't like pure normal types.
I don't necessarily love pure normal types. I like Teddy Ursa and Ursaring. I like their design. I love Wooloo's design. And that's kind of where it falls for me. Is I really enjoy just the way that he looks. And I just really want
the little braids on the end are funny.
Yeah, I just really want one. But he's not the strongest Pokemon on this list. He's probably like my third favorite Pokemon out of these.
I mean, I guess I have to agree, just because I'm with you on Gossifleur and Eldegoss just kind of being okay.
Yeah, they're really cool in the sense that they look like they're gonna just be Pokemon in the first area that you go into, and hey, welcome to the Galar region. Here's your flower. Mm-hmm. You know, you can catch that if you don't want the flower. Oh God, what do we do? Here's a crow. You know, that's what it's gonna be.
I kind of hope that thing's bigger than. I kind of hope that thing's just like.
What? Yeah. Oh,
like
Eldegoss?
Like Pit. No, the Corviknight is like Pidgeotto sized.
What's Pidgeotto sized?
No,
like
not
5
Pidgeot.
feet?
Sorry, Pidgeot.
Yeah, Pidgeot
sized.
It's like 5 feet or something, right? Welcome back to Strange Transitions, everybody.
But now we're at my favorite. Probably, I'll go out on a limb and say my favorite, probably so far announced.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely
and that
100%
is
with
Dreadnought.
You. Dreadnought, show this magnificent bastard here.
Yeah, the water rock type Dreadnought. Now, before I knew its typing, I was like, "Oh fuck, this is a pre-evolution of Druddigan."
Oh no!
I see it in the face. The names are very similar.
They are pretty similar. I'll give you that.
And then I saw its typing and went, "That's a water rock type."
Yeah, no, you know what? It's perfect for anybody who was going to run Grookey. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Now you can have a Dreadnought. Yay!
Yeah. It's perfect for anyone who's not running Sobble.
Yeah, sorry, Sobble Squad, but this ain't it, Chief. You already got that typing. You really don't need it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's unfortunate.
You at least have Gossifleur if you really want that for some fucking reason.
No.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, like, when it comes to me building like battle teams, Dreadnought will probably have an evolution. I'm expecting it to probably have like a full 3-set evolution.
I would say, it wouldn't surprise me if it was just Dreadnought, like if it was like a Durant where it doesn't evolve. But I could see it having one more evolution. I don't think it'll have 3 evolutions. That might be pushing it, just because of how badass he already looks. We're not.
I mean, he might have it too. You're right. Version,
yeah. We already don't have a punk bitch, so it'd be kind of interesting though to maybe see like the water rock type. Not instead of Dreadnought. What do you think? Like fucking Evil Chew or some shit. I don't know what the fuck you would call it at that point. Like, what's more badass than Dreadnought? That just sounds like a great.
But he also we've seen what he looks like in game, and he's small.
He's not that small.
Like,
he's fairly
he's about
size.
He's about the size of the starters.
Yeah, that's fairly decent size. I'm sorry, you want a giant turtle like Torterra?
That's kind of what I'm expecting.
That's
kind of what I'm expecting. Also, I saw a meme on Twitter. If I can find it, I'll post it here. But I saw a meme on Twitter that was Dreadnought is just a hybrid of Groddle and Croconaw.
Yeah, I could kind of see it. I really can. No, but out of the new Pokemon,
out of these, actually, I'll even say out of all the new Pokemon I've seen, that includes the legendaries we're getting ready to talk about.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to talk about them yet, but yeah,
that Dreadnought is probably my favorite, followed very closely behind Grookey and Sobble.
Okay, so for me, it's going to be
and then
Grookey is number 1 because Grookey has my heart and my soul.
Tink, 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 tink.
He's so fucking good. Then it goes Dreadnought, and then it's Corviknight for me. That's my top 3 so far. They're my favorite design.
I just love Sobble because Sobble has anxiety like I do.
Who can relate?
Sobble does. Sobble is very anxious. I was really hoping that we were going to see second evolutions of them today. I understand why we didn't.
I wouldn't be surprised if they yanked that out at E3.
Yeah, they probably will. It'll probably come out at E3.
Yeah.
I would not doubt that even for a second. And that's coming up soon too.
Yeah, that's this weekend.
Shit.
I'm gonna close that up.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna talk about the two.
The two really difficult to pronounce.
No, I know
to pronounce names.
I know how to pronounce their names.
I can't do it.
So you have the sword legendary
Zacian.
And then you have the shield legendary Zamazenta.
See, I always just want to call it Zazu from fucking Lion.
Amaterasu.
Yeah. Right.
Now the thing to me about this is I saw another thing on Twitter that was like, man, I really like these new legendaries, and it's Liger Zero and the wolf from Zoids.
Yeah, dude, the fucking Zoids. Because that kind of is what it feels like, though. When you first saw it, you're just like, yeah, these are cool.
Here's my thing. A lot of people are going to give a lot of shit to one of the new mechanics. These legendaries are my least favorite part of these games.
Yeah, I don't like the legendaries one bit, to be honest.
And I will say, for me, the legendaries stopped, like, there's one exception, but the legendaries have stopped being so unique and special to me after Gen 5. Sure. There's one exception.
Yeah.
And that's Yveltal.
I love Yveltal.
That's my only one. I was not a huge fan of Zygarde.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Xerneas.
Well, they tried to rework Zygarde so much, too.
Yeah, they really tried to.
It didn't work.
I was not a fan of Lunala. Was not a fan of Solgaleo. What's it called? The big black thing.
Oh, the Unknown?
No.
Or the Ultra Beast thing? The Necro...
I was not a fan of really any of the Ultra Beasts either.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Necrozma, that's what
Necrozma,
yeah. Yeah, I was not a fan of Necrozma. I was not a fan of Necrozma's bullshit form in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah, that's fair.
None of that was...
No, that's absolutely fair.
I called Chief and he said he wasn't it.
Oof. Yikes. Damn, Chief, you have hot takes. No, I agree.
And then Zacian and Zamazenta just sort of, they fall into that.
Yeah, it's like somebody gave Lycanroc a sword or a shield, and
I really hope that's canon. I really hope that's canon.
No, but like, is it not? They don't look like they belong here. They look like they're part of the Swords of Justice with Keldeo and Terrakion in them.
They were better than this.
Yeah, they were actually a little bit more interesting. They had a whole movie about them.
Yeah,
and they fought Kirim, which was kind of cool. Speaking of, though, we'll get into this right now because we're already talking about the legendaries, and I think we're both shitting on them enough. That one shot where they're looking up after this big gust of wind, and they're getting ready to attack. Do we want to try and speculate as to what it was? Because that's the third legendary, is what they were going after. Which, I have a feeling...
I have a joke answer.
Okay, well, what's the joke answer? Let's hear it.
It's a wolf with a gun.
It's a wolf with a gun. See,
That's everyone's joke answer, but
I understand.
Like, the second you went that in my head, I was like, he has a gun!
He's got a gun! No, so here's my thing, right? This is obviously a dragon type.
It feels like it has to be like a dragon or like a bird.
It's the Galarigian sword and shield. When you think about it, they're used by knights,
they're
medieval.
Slaying a dragon.
Yeah, they're slaying a dragon. It's that's absolutely what this is, and it's gonna have some dumb bullshit. I can already see it.
Can we
have
like another Hydra in the game?
Yeah, honestly,
like
dude, you might get like a Hydreigon version where it's like
the thing is,
Ghidorah or some
Hydreigon, I know for a fact, is already in the game.
Yeah, we do. We know that.
If you go on to Cerebi...
there's also Axew is also in there. Yeah, so dragons
if you go on Cerebi, I'm on Cerebi right now, and you can just scroll through, and every Pokemon that is confirmed for this game is on here.
Yeah, which, honestly, the list that they have...
It's extensive.
It's kind of extensive already, and, like, they don't really play favorites with just one region.
Like, I can go ahead and just... Well, I'll just briefly list through this. So after so you have like all the ones unique to it, and you have like Dreadnought. Then you have the Pikachu line, obviously. You know, then you have Charjabug and Vikavolt and that whole line. You have Dino, Hydreigon, Flygon, Braviary, Meowstic, Lucario, Tyranitar.
2,000 years later.
Serena. If you remember Serena at all.
Zarina, yeah.
Serena.
Yeah, I hated that fucking thing.
Beware, which by the way, Dynamax Beware.
Dynamax Beware is awesome. We'll get to Dynamax, though. We'll get to Dynamax.
Abomasnow, Rhyperior, Dusknoir, Golurk, Gengar. Like, this is so crazy. Butterfree.
Yeah.
Seismitoad, Charizard, fucking Avalugg,
Yeah.
Milotic. Like, this list is incredible. Gyarados is on this list twice, and I don't know why.
Yeah, well, that's probably for some reason. Maybe the creator just really liked it. But if you think about it, on that list, there are 3 different chains of dragons. So, because you have Axew, you have
Dino, and you have Trapinch.
And you have Trapinch. So you got Flygon, Hydreigon, and you've got Hazardous. So, they've got a lot of dragons in this bitch already. What's another dragon? And, fuck, Pokemon already loves doing dragons as legendaries anyways.
Yeah.
It's main shit.
Rayquaza.
Giratina's a ghost dragon.
Giratina, Dialga Palkia, Zekrom, Reshiram, Kyurem.
I'm sure we're missing one.
And then there's that second Necrozma form.
Oh, yeah.
Becomes a Psychic Dragon.
Ooh. No, but...
I am just going to cut that and make that a GIF and hold on to that.
What? Yikes. We here at Main Screen Gaming are nothing if not meme-worthy.
We are the memes. So let's see. Next up on the list would be new characters added to the game. New characters and story details revealed. So
we still don't know what the bad team is. Is
we
there
don't.
a bad team?
Like, there's been a lot of speculation about this. Is like it's a rival team, and like you join one team and your rival joins another team. Kind of like you're taking like on. It's like sports teams taking on gyms.
It's like
gyms are kind of
like a soccer team.
Yeah, because you know they're all in soccer arenas, and he wears like a soccer uniform and all that. So there's a whole bunch of speculation there. Whether that's true or not, there's a different story.
I'd be totally down for that if like we get to create our own like gang. We get to become the big bad boss. That'd be fine.
No, you would be like joining one. And
we take over. Fuck that. A 10-year-old kid takes over this boss.
I actually think they're more like 14 right now.
Damn. Those kids over in the Galar region gotta wait 4 extra years just to go and get a damn Pokemon.
Yeah, they got to get a motherfucking education. So we know what the champion is and who the champion is.
Yeah.
His name is Leon.
Yeah.
And his Pokemon of choice, hilariously, is a Charizard. And I'm like, that's kind of messed up for a new region.
Dude, Game Freak loves them some Charizard.
They do.
They really love Charizard.
Which is funny because Jinochi Masuda, his favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur.
As it should be.
But so it makes you wonder, especially with Charizard being in the game, is like Charizard, are we only going to see Charizard in the form of Leon's Charizard? Or are we going to actually encounter Charmander and Charizard as encounters? And then is it going to also be Squirtle and Bulbasaur? Or is it just going to be Charmander?
I have a feeling that we're only going to see Charmander, unfortunately. If you look at the list that's already out right now, you'll notice that there are not very many fire types that are on that list. But we've got plenty of grass types. We're kind of lacking in the water department as well. There aren't very many waters either. There are a couple water. I mean, yeah, you got your Vulpix and you got your Ninetales.
You got your Arcanine, you got your Charizard.
And then you got your Scorbunny.
Yeah, and then you have Vulpix as well for waters. You know, you're looking at, Sobble or something like Jellicent.
Yeah, you got your Dreadnought, you got your Seismitoad.
Mantike and Mantine, Milotic, Gyarados and Magikarp.
You got your Lantern in there, too. I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you got a lot more water than you do fire, really, and you got more grass.
I don't think so.
I think you got more grass. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
I could be wrong about that.
So far, the only grass types I've seen would be
Grookey and Serena and
Eldegoss.
But I have a feeling that we're going to get a lot more of those, too.
You'll probably get a fair amount of everything this time around, I feel like. We have Leon. His whole thing is like, he's undefeated, like 40 matches or something undefeated.
Something like that,
Something crazy.
He's the Floyd Mayweather of this fucking place. He's undefeated, and he's got a lot of matches under his
seen
belt.
a lot of people making I think it's Jonathan Joestar comparisons.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
And being just like that kind of thing. And so I think it's interesting. I really, of everything we've seen so far, I'm most intrigued to see what his whole team looks like when you fight him. I'm super intrigued on that because he looks like, just appearance-wise alone, he could have some really cool Pokemon.
It would kind of make me upset if he doesn't have a single Galar Pokemon on his team, though.
No, I'm expecting at least one.
I hope there's at least one, but the fact that his ace is not a Galar Pokemon,
I think there's something there. I think there's something there.
It's because he's also the bad guy. He's also the boss leader. He's the champion, and he's also the underground fight club leader. And that's who he is. That's why he's got that Charizard.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and we're like, Mega Evolutions are back, and it's like, boom, Mega Charizard.
Yeah, no, they absolutely are. Like, after you defeat the champion, hey, here's your Mega Z-Ring, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
No, it's like, it's in the game, it's like, hey, it's a thing again.
Yeah, but like you find out at the very end, it's like your first introduction just fucking Mega Charizard X or Y, whichever one, and it just like pops out. It's like, oh yeah, by the way,
surprise
here.
Bitch.
He's got it. Also, he has Z crystals. He can do all the Alolan attacks on you as well. You can't do that yet, but one day you can, kid.
Just bring it all back.
Just bring it all back.
And then there's his brother, who right now is your only known rival, but I'm not sure if you caught it.
Yeah, his name is Hop or something?
Right, but I'm not sure if you caught it when they were talking about it. When they announced him, they said he is one of your rivals.
Yeah, one of your rivals.
He's not the only one.
We're going to get another. There'll be a trifecta. There'll be 3 people.
There'll be 3 people. And yeah, his name is Hop, which is stupid as fuck.
Yeah, we have Leon and Hop.
Bad name. Leon's cool. Hop is
kind of stupid.
The also one thing I noticed was that he picks the starter that you're strong against.
Yep, so you are actually his rival.
For the 2nd gen in a row.
Yep, you're actually the bad guy. You enjoy this, don't you, being bad?
You're the prick in this.
You disgusting
Congratulations.
Fucks. Go play Sword and Shield right now.
But I was really hoping that Hal was kind of an anomaly.
Yeah.
And then Hop kind of became, brought us back to the range we were.
Do we ever actually get to talk? Do you think this is the game where our character will be able to talk?
I was going to talk about this. You want to talk about this now?
Yeah, no, let's talk about it.
I would think it'd be so funny if they have like playable demos and everything, and it's silent like normal, and then day 1 launch in the base game,
your character talks.
It's just completely voice acted from start to finish. Full character responses from your playable character.
That would be awesome, honestly.
Just the biggest heel turn.
But who would we get for an English voice actor? Like, to speak for American and for the British and, who would we get? I have a good answer. For a child actor who would be able to voice a 14-year-old. It'd be Liam Neeson. That'd be the greatest. That'd be the greatest fucking thing. Your character walks up, boy or girl. Liam Neeson is your character's voice actor.
I did have an answer to this, and I can't think of his name, but it's the guy who plays Jon Snow in Game of Thrones.
Jon Snow.
Yeah,
that's his name. Jon Snow. You know nothing.
But then we have the new professor.
Yeah,
Professor Magnolia.
Magnolia. That's right.
Keeping with the trend. They will never run out of trees.
But the Earth will. Go plant one, bitch. Shit, I'm sorry, that was really dark.
And then a fan favorite in her granddaughter, Sophia Magnolia.
Sophia Magnolia.
Who is going to act as Professor Magnolia's assistant. Obviously, this kind of, I think, stands to reason that you're going to get your starter from Professor Magnolia.
Yeah, or at least her granddaughter.
Yeah, and they're both going to show kind of periodically throughout the journey and kind of be helpful one way or another. Could be kind of cool.
Yeah. No, it'll be interesting. I am definitely excited about a couple of key features, though, in the Galar region, which we've been shitting on couple of things.
We've gone through all the characters.
I think so.
We have Milo.
Yeah, but, we kind of mentioned him.
Yeah,
briefly.
Milo's just the grass gym leader.
He's the first gym leader.
He's fucking
grass
big.
Guy. He's really happy to be there.
And
if you look at his face,
he also doesn't have a nose. Did you notice that? He doesn't have a nose. He just has a bunch of freckles.
He can't smell himself. He needs to take a shower, but no one will tell him.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, I think that's all the characters. I mean, I was just going to leave Milo out just because, he's kind of one-dimensional. He's just
a gym leader.
He's a gym leader. He's got a Pokemon. should we hop into some of the key features of the game?
Yes, we can do that.
Well, I would love to start with one thing, but instead I think we're going to be able to talk about Dynamax.
You want to talk about Dynamax first?
I think Dynamax is the more reasonable transition to, because right after that, I got the perfect transition for it.
So, I'll say this. I feel like there are plenty of people out there who hate Dynamax as a feature.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but at the same time, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, fucking kaiju battles! This is the greatest thing in the fucking world! And then I thought about it more, and I was like, it's kind of just like raid battles in Pokemon Go, where you just have one giant-ass Pokemon, and you and your friends take on
that's what
Pokemon.
That's what the actual raid battles are.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. I like the Dynamax feature better than Z Crystals.
Yes, I do too.
There is no doubt in my mind that Mega Evolution handled this the best way.
Yes, they did. Mega Evolution
Dynamax and Z Crystals meet. Mega Evolutions and Z Crystals meet in the middle for what we have as Dynamax. I feel like, because
it's a buff that lasts like what, three turns, and it just makes your Pokemon super big, and its defense is better, and its attack is better. I think it just boosts stats as well.
It buffs everything up to kind of do what like a raid boss.
Basically, it's a totem Pokemon.
It's a totem Pokemon, exactly.
Yeah, it's
but it's better.
There.
It's bigger and it's better.
It's bigger. It's
and
cooler.
The Pokeball is like this big, and it's like,
you throw a disco ball at it, and if the disco ball catches, you got yourself a Pokemon. Guess what? It's not going to stay that size forever.
Go tiny.
It go back down. It's a little dude. You got a goddamn Mega Caterpie. He's this big? No, he's just this big. That's it.
The Dynamax Caterpie is like, boom!
Yeah.
Then he becomes, boom!
Yeah. No, it's just... When Dynamax Caterpie, though, for, like, going against, like, a Rayquaza or something, and it still is dwarfed.
I did see something
about
someone be like, could you imagine a Dynamax...
Dynamax Klefki? Your Dynamax keys? That'd be fucking sweet. No, it would not.
No, a Dynamax...
Game Freak, don't you dare put that in there.
It was a Dynamax Primal Kyogre, and it'd be like, do you want the world to drown?
Because that's how you get the world to drown.
And then in my head, I'm like, well, that's not how that's going to work. Dynamax is very clearly going to be attached to an item.
It's got to be, right?
So you can't, like,
Mega
you can't
and
Dynamax, just like you couldn't Mega and Z Crystal.
Yeah, you can't have the blue orb and that on there. That'd be a little too much.
A
little OP. Hey, speaking of OP...
Let's go into raid battles.
Okay. Hey, that's an even better transition than what I was going to do. All right. Raid battle.
So, I like this concept, actually.
Sure. Okay.
There are a few things I'm confused about with it. One, is there going to be matchmaking with this? Like, because
I think if they don't, then they drop the ball on it. I mean,
because personally,
I feel like it has to.
At the most, it's going to be UI and Ben that played this together. At most.
At most, yeah.
And so it's like, we don't have a fourth person, but what if I'm playing this by myself and I'm like, oh shit, I really want this Beware, hypothetically.
Yeah. Well, so I know that you can actually do that with, oh god, what was it? It wasn't the Dynamax thing. There was a set that they had shown off and they even said like, hey, you can connect to people around the world and do this. It might have been the raids. Actually. So
it probably was, but the weird thing I'm wondering is like, do you have to does it have to be like a friend thing?
I don't think it has to necessarily be friends.
Or can it just be a...
Yeah, I think if it had to be friends, that would be really limiting. I think, though... I think it would be smarter if they just were like, yeah, here's this.
Yeah. I feel like
connect
I do
anybody
feel
in the
like
world.
they would have dropped the ball on this if there wasn't a matchmaking involved.
Yeah, no. But you know what they didn't drop the ball on?
What didn't they drop?
The fucking wild area.
Okay.
The wild area is the greatest goddamn thing. It is Pokemon Let's Go. It's Pokemon Let's Go. Walk through it. You got your Pokemon over here. You got your Pokemon over there. You're in control of the fucking camera. Yeah, that kind of sounds
like
it's great.
That to me is like, I think that's every route regularly. Like, I think all routes are kind of like that.
But, like, we actually get to see the Pokemon out there. Like, we get to actually see them walking around and interacting. We get to see the Milotic in the water over there. You know,
because this thing I'm reading kind of just explains it's probably the random encounters are gone.
Yeah, random encounters are probably gone.
So, like, you have, like, these every route is kind of considered, like, a wild area where you can encounter these wild Pokemon and catch these wild Pokemon.
Oh, is that it? See, I missed that entirely.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like it is.
Because the way they explained it to me and the way that I got it was in the middle of, like, you got this vast area in between certain cities that's considered the wild area, and you can trek through it, and that's where you're going to be able to see it. But you're still going to have routes and stuff, like Route 6, Route 7 will be going through. So you'll still get the old nostalgic game type, but this is a designated area, almost like a safari zone. Okay. That's the way I got it. So I could be completely wrong. Yeah, we can rewatch it and find out.
We'll find out. I had a hard time understanding that area and that whole part of that. Either way, if random encounters are fully gone,
yeah, then that kind of takes away a good amount of fun.
I mean, there are a lot of, like, they're like, it's a very 50-50 thing, I guess, because a lot of people enjoy the encounter system in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
It worked out really well for, what's it called? Worked really well for, you know, shiny hunting and doing that kind of thing.
But you know what works better for shiny hunting? The fucking wild area and being able to see which Pokemon you're going to be able to run up to next.
Yeah, like in Pokemon Let's Go.
Exactly. It takes the best thing out of Let's Go and it puts it right into the actual fucking titled game. It's going to be great. It's going to be fucking wonderful.
And I mean, that's I think just a win across everything for that.
Yeah,
I know. I think it's gonna upset a few people, but I think the majority of people who play these games fairly regularly are gonna fucking enjoy this one feature. Yeah. Now, it did kind of seem like Wild Battles also did return.
Yeah.
So there's that. The one thing that I'm still waiting to see that we haven't heard anything about is sort of controller layouts, control schemes.
You want to see if, like, you can play it with a GameCube controller if you have a GameCube adapter?
I would like to be able to just sit down on my TV and play with a Pro Controller. Or something along that. I don't want to be stuck using the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, if you don't
if
have
I don't
to.
have to.
Yeah, you know, I don't think that'll necessarily be the case here. I think that Game Freak at least understands, like, hey, we're creating something for the Switch that you can take it on the go, but you're also going to have a lot of people who have an awesome-ass TV, and they just want to bring the world of Pokemon onto that.
Yeah.
So I could absolutely see them, you know, at least using the Pro Controller. Maybe using the GameCube controller is asking too much. I would like to see that, but, you know, I understand if they can't. If all we can do is the Pro Controller, that's fine. I won't take points off of it for them.
If they're going to be weird about letting you use a GameCube controller over a Pro Controller, that's not the end of the world. I don't know how they would, considering, like, that the Switch in general treats a GameCube controller with the plugged into the adapter as a USB Pro Controller.
Yeah, so I mean, it shouldn't have an issue, but I mean, weirder things have happened. If it did, it's not the end of the world. Still use a Pro Controller, no big deal. But yeah, I'm kind of like you. I would rather use the Pro Controller than Joy-Cons, because honestly, I don't see a lot of people taking their Switch out to go and play this game. I see a lot of people turning it on in the dock and playing on their TV at home.
Yes. Well, the interesting thing, while we're briefly talking about, like, I guess compatibility one way or another, is every time I see Nintendo puts a poll on social media that's like, do you play your Switch at home or on the go? And it's 75-25 at home. It's 75-25 on a dock.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's them just trying to lean, like, one way or another and trying to make a, like, second generation Nintendo Switch, and they're going to have, like, the Switch Mini, which is going to mainly be, like, its own, you know, its own, like, portable thing, and then they're going to have, like, a Switch that, like, maybe runs at, like, you know, higher resolution, 1080-60, versus what the Switch is doing now, which is mostly 1080-30. It's...
We got a lot going there. And we have time until November 15th. We won't have these questions answered. But...
yeah, so that would be That would be the release date. Is November.
Yeah, November 15th.
There was a lot of speculation that it was going to be December, like early December, and that made no sense to me because as a game releasing in the late area,
yeah,
the
like
late area of the year,
yeah,
like the
holiday season.
yeah, holiday season, you want Black Friday.
Yeah,
if you can get it out by Black Friday, like that Black Friday week, you want that. That's what you want.
Oh, dude, you know people are going to go crazy for that fucking dual pack of Sword and Shield.
I'm still trying to decide if I want to do that or not. Because here's my thing.
That's tough.
You don't have a Switch.
No, I don't. And it's going to be tough.
The thing about it is, I could get the dual pack and then be like, okay, all you need to do is collect $300.
Yeah.
Put $300 together and get yourself a Switch. I have the game for you already.
Yeah. And honestly, with Black Friday, Switches will go on sale, especially at Best Buy too. Mm-hmm. So it would make the most sense if you're
Best
in a position,
Buy and Amazon are great for console deals.
If you're in a position like me, just wait until Black Friday,
or wait until around that time. Maybe something like this summer. Like maybe something like this summer there's gonna be a price drop.
Yeah,
especially because this is like the what's it called? This is like the low time for games. Like everything's getting announced, but nothing's out.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Because E3 is this weekend. Yeah. So everything's getting announced and nothing's out. And so companies are going to try and, get you one way or another by lowering prices on things and trying to get you that way. But Black Friday is probably going to be the best weekend to do it. Cyber Monday, those kind of things. So you got to snag it while you can.
Yeah, get it while it's hot. And it will be hot for quite some time.
Jokingly aside, these
oh, he's pulling out the DS.
This is primarily a Pokemon machine for most people.
What, the 3DS?
The 3DS. This is primarily a Pokemon machine for most people.
All the people playing Fire Emblem were like, how dare you?
Yeah,
Animal Crossing says, how dare you?
All 40 people still playing Fire Emblem Awaken, any Fire Emblem game, and the 10 people still playing New Leaf.
How dare you? Birthright was great! Fuck off. Don't ever say that. Don't ever tell me Birthright was the shit. Conquest wasn't the shit either. Fuck off.
Conquest?
Yeah, the other one. There was Birthright and Conquest.
Oh, the 3 Fire Emblem Fates.
Yeah, Fates.
Yeah, because I was like, Pokemon Conquest was great.
I don't know about Pokemon Conquest. I don't think I ever played it.
It was a spin-off game. We didn't talk about it in the...
Oh yeah, you had a tier list. Go watch that.
Yeah, that's not going to be up yet, but when it does, go watch it.
When that is up, go watch that. That's future sight. Save you a click. It's good.
But yeah, ultimately, do we have anything else we need to talk about?
Just initially, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for this game, even after seeing the Direct? Where would you put it, honest opinions? I know you're a mark for Pokemon, but...
10. I am a 10 out of 10 excited for this game.
I'm about an 8 out of 10.
I'm a 10 out of 10
which is really good for me, considering I don't normally mark out as hard for Pokemon. That being said, I marked out hard as shit for Pokemon Sleep. So there is that. So maybe
it got him back into playing Pokemon Go.
I did. Hey, they did their job when they were like, "Hey, Pokemon Sleep is a thing." I'm like, "All right, I'm on board. Let's do this."
I'm trying to think what else. This game, everything I've seen of this game, I'm looking at like the battle menus. Every screenshot I've seen of this game, just the look of what we see from the Dynamax Pokemon, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. This game is just the best looking Pokemon game.
But it should be too, because it's running on a Switch. It's not running on a 3DS. It's not
right, but even to me, like a lot of people have made the comparison, it doesn't look like that much better than Let's Go. It looks a lot better than Let's Go.
Well, I think it's also trying harder than Let's Go was. Let's Go wasn't really trying, in my opinion. Like
it's fair.
It did its job, and it was beautiful.
Let's Go, to me, was almost like a tech demo of what you expect for Pokemon on the Switch.
Yeah, exactly. It was it was to show off, hey, we can do a Pokemon game on this.
The cities all look... Like, I'm going to post some screenshots here as we're talking about this, but, like, the cities are just beautiful. The battle menus and everything is just gorgeous. It's all bright and fun and what you expect from a Pokemon game, but it also is just, like, vivid.
Yeah. No, it looks good, and I'm excited for it. I'm not 100% there. I'm not like, boy, this is hitting everything I want, but
no
Pokemon game will. It's just, unfortunately, no Pokemon game will ever be perfect.
It's a tough thing because there's so much Pokemon needs to do to make this the best one ever. And they've already dropped the ball with the legendaries, in my opinion. That already shows that it's not going to be the perfect game because of those legendary designs. They look like trash. They really do. Yeah, they're not the best.
They are boring. I don't care. Like, whatever they're ancient warrior. I don't care. No, but they're really, I don't care. Just, forget it. Bye. It'll be alright, though. I mean, I feel like Game Freak will at least figure something out. They'll be okay. And this is just initial reactions. This isn't definitive. I mean, there's a lot that still hasn't come out. We don't even know what the second versions of the starter Pokemon are. I mean, there's a lot we have not even discovered about this place yet. It's only June.
Yeah, we have like 6 months.
Yeah, we've got like half a year to go or something like that. It's crazy. Actually, less than that. 'Cause
5 months.
We got 5 months.
5 months. So. 5 months from next Saturday.
At the time of recording this, it's like 5 months and like a week or something like that. So we got so much time. Too much time.
We'll probably get like a once-a-month thing for the next couple months.
I'd be fine with that. Yeah,
that's kind of been the pace of it all.
Yeah, no, that'd absolutely be fine. I want to at least see the final forms of everybody. That doesn't have to happen next. I'll take the second form of the starters.
I would kind of like the starters to be cleaned down in one fell swoop for once.
I understand why they don't do that. It's to build up hype. It's to keep you coming back and stuff. It's to, it's a good thing of like recurring progress to show back. Like, hey, don't forget, we're going to show off the third and final evolution soon. And it's like, oh, well, I remember that I originally liked Grookey, but that second version of Scorbunny, that's really killing it for me. Yeah. It's not. Newsflash. I don't even know what it looks like yet, but
Scorbunny is very honestly the weakest. I'm sorry.
Scorbunny is canceled.
To all you fucking Scorbunny bros.
Yeah. No, Grookey gang. I would make a gang sign, but I don't. I don't make gang signs because I don't know gangs. Yikes. They don't exist. Gangs do not exist. On that note...
I guess ultimately we're both very excited for these games.
Yeah.
This is literally all that's been on my mind all day today.
It's true. It's definitely up there. I've been hyped for it.
To the point that when I wanted to film this video, I was driving home from work and I tried to call Ben to see if he could get down here today to film this.
Jesus. Poor Ben. Jesus fuck. I'm driving all the way down here just to talk Pokemon. But guys, thank you for at least clicking on this and enjoying
thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed our takes, I guess, on this.
Yeah, our initial reactions. If you guys want us to react to something else, let us know in the comments below.
We'll probably do something like this in the future.
Yeah, we might come back to this for another Pokemon update, a Pokemon Direct. We'll come back later. We'll talk about it. Maybe when it's more fresh on our mind. Because we're doing this hours after it actually came out, just to process what all came. But I think that we touched base on a lot of things that were there. So if we did forget something, or if you disagree with us, let us know in the comments below. We'll be happy to read it and tell you why you're wrong. But anyways,
bye guys.
See ya.